We already know that the Roasted Granola at 1346 Mass Ave has outstanding coffee, but did you know they also have something stronger to help all of us get through these dark, cold winter months? How about a nice cold winter stout? The Roasted Granola has been teaming up with the Arlington Brewing Company to serve all kinds of brewskis every Friday night at 5 to 10 p.m. from February 2nd through April the 26th. And how about some entertainment to go along with that cold one? ACMi News correspondent Amanda Lucius paid a visit to the Roasted Granola this week and found out the coffee, the beer, and the entertainment are the perfect elixir to the daily grind.
It's Friday night, and I'm reporting to you from a popular downtown pub. Nope. This is the Roasted Granola Cafe in Arlington Heights, where once a week an event draws thirsty visitors from all around town. But what is bringing all these people together?
It's all about community and getting to share a beer with friends and neighbors and so on.
Just getting out of the house with our baby, a big adventure in town, which was nice and accessible.
My family's on vacation this week and I'm solo, so I'm out here to meet some new people and have a good time.
It's really nice to have a place so close to home that has some really low-key evening events, and we love the community being able to come out and do this.
The pop-up tap room, which has been happening on and off since December 2023, serves artisan beer from Arlington's first brewery. Arlington Brewing Company was founded 3 years ago when town local Tom Allen decided to quit his job as an engineer to pursue a career in brewing.
During the pandemic, I ended up spending a lot of time out with the kids on playgrounds and stuff, and spent some time on the playground with my business partner Matt, and he and I were kind of in the same place with respect to our jobs at the time. We weren't really being fulfilled by what we were doing and thinking about doing something new. And I told him, I said, I had this business plan on the shelf for a brewery that I did a million years ago, and I don't know, that would be fun. And he was super intrigued, so we dusted it off and he took a look and made a bunch of tweaks, and we just jumped in right after that.
Tom concocts a big part of his IPAs and lagers in a brewery in the basement of his Arlington home. Him and his business partner Matt constructed the facility themselves after experimenting with a makeshift brewery in the backyard.
Step one was to figure out how to transform myself into a pretty good home brewer to a good professional brewer. And so it was just a lot of practice. And so from day one, we made the commitment to brew twice a week. And we've been doing that for 3 years now.
But it isn't just about the beer. Having been a dry town until about 15 years ago, Arlington still lacks bars and pubs where locals can mingle. With Arlington Beer, Tom wants to meet Arlingtonians' eagerness to go out and come together without having to travel far.
People who live in Arlington tend to be really proud of Arlington and want to support things and businesses that are in Arlington, and so we wanted to tap into that. We're really committed to this town. Like, these are our friends and neighbors, it's the community that we know, it's the market that we know, and we really want to be here in town.
And Arlington Brewing Company is only adding to a growing network of moms and pops around town. In the last few years, small businesses and community events have been opening up left and right after a series of closures during the pandemic, much to the delight of Arlington residents.
I feel like they're popping up more and more, which is really fun, especially like the ease of access to the information on like Facebook and stuff. You get to see all these things come up, and it's nice to be able to be a part of it.
I think there's been a lot of change, a lot of turnover, a lot of places closed during the pandemic, a lot of new places are opening. I live in East Arlington. There's a bunch of new places opening up in that area right now.
Some ideal businesses down in the center had to close during COVID, and things are starting to come back, and I think I'm optimistic that it's going to be pretty good going forward.
Well, everybody's going to say there can always be more, but I think they're doing a great job, and a lot of the new stuff that's coming in, you see new places coming in on Mass Ave, and I'm really excited about it.
And if you're excited about local businesses, it doesn't get much more local than Arlington Beer. Tom even harvests the hops for the Bike Path Pale Ale right from the Arlington Bike Path.
And when they're ready in the fall, we go pick them and then we put them in the beer.
Not to mention, lots of the different brews are actually named after Arlington landmarks, like the Foxy Librarian, a reference to the Fox Library in East Arlington.
As we were brainstorming names for beers, we had a big long list, and we wanted to have things that related to Arlington. So we've got Robin's Farmhouse Ale. We've got Spy PA, which was named by members of the community last summer. We had a big contest to name that beer, and Spy PA was the #1 vote, and it's perfect.
Because if there's one thing that all Arlington residents have in common, it's their town. At the pop-up tap room, visitors old and young from different professions and backgrounds all share common ground.
I think people come for a place to have more than just a beer. You know, they like to see some live music and chat with people.
Well, true to Arlington form, it's been great. About 30 minutes ago, this place was crawling with toddlers. They've all gone home for dinner, and now a lot of the older next generation is out here to have a good time. It's very classically Arlington, I think.
Here it's more of a community vibe. You've got the art on the walls. It's more of a special, sort of holistically represents a town more than just a bar.
I mean, really, the goal is to spread joy, and the vision is just the good people of Arlington getting together and having kind of an excuse to spend time with each other and enjoy each other. And beer happens to be a really good conduit for that. But the beer part is really, it's almost a lubrication. We make amazing beer, and it's important to have amazing beer, but really it's about the connections that we're hoping to make.
If you also want a chance to tap into your local community, the pop-up tap room at the Roasted Granola is happening Friday nights through the end of April. For ACMi News, I'm Amanda Lucius.
For more information on all this coffee, beer, and entertainment, here's the website, www.roastedgranola.com. That's www.roastedgranola.com.